Hello, friends. It's great to have you back on my channel. In this part of the tutorial, we'll add CSS style attributes to the HTML document we created in the previous section. If you're new to this tutorial or encountering difficulties with HTML and CSS concepts, I highly recommend checking out the first part. This is the HTML we created in the previous video. Please feel free to review the file and look out for comments. You can also learn and practice on platforms like W3 Schools, FreeCodeCamp, and Codecademy. Create a new file as shown here and rename it to style.css. First, we will apply style to the body element of the HTML file. Set the background color property as shown here. Next, we style the background of the calculator. Since we apply the style to the ID attribute, we put a hashtag before the calculator. We write the style properties inside the braces. Set the background color as shown. Add the height and width property to the calculator as shown. This is a shorthand property to set the margin for all four sides. Set the margin values in this order: first top, then right, bottom, and finally left. Next, we add common style properties to the heading, mode button, and calculator body. Use a comma like this to add common styles. Add the following styles: text align, font family, and font weight. I have added comments to explain its purpose. Since we apply style to the class attribute, we put a dot or a point before the main. As discussed earlier, the main class denotes the calculator's display and is equal to button. Set the background color as shown here. Add the color property to the calculator ID. Similarly, apply CSS style to the number class, operator class, and function class. Note that the calculator is initially in neutral mode, and the following style properties are for the calculator's neutral mode. Now, we set style properties for the display section. The border radius property refers to the roundness of the display element's corners. Here, the first value for margin represents top and bottom margins, whereas the second value is for left and right. Finally, the padding property is used for creating space around an element. Set the padding top property to 1.5 VW. Click the Go Live button to view our styled calculator in the browser. If you have any questions or difficulties, pause the video and refer to the comments in the HTML and CSS files for better understanding. Then, we shall style the row of the calculator. As discussed in the previous video, the calculator consists of 4 rows, and each row has 5 different buttons. These rows in HTML are referred to as class buttons. Set display property to flex. This ensures that all 5 buttons are correctly positioned in one single row. For instance, the first row consists of buttons 7, 8, 9, delete, and clear. Add the margin lift property as shown here. Now, we apply common style properties to the class attributes number, operator, main, and function. Add the following style to the classes. Insert the following style properties into the class attributes and the button element as shown here. To enhance the appearance of the division and percentage symbol, we can apply the font family property. Next, apply styles to the button element. You must now be familiar with these CSS properties. However, in case you are still finding it hard to grasp, then please pause the video and review the comments written alongside for a better understanding. Apply styles to the mode button specifically. We saw that the mode buttons neutral and light had unwanted extra spaces, so to resolve this, we can set the margin left property to 0, as shown here. Finally, add the CSS style to the heading of the web page. Let's review our CSS file and view the style calculator in the browser. Of course, you can add or modify the style properties according to your preference. That concludes this tutorial. In the next video, we'll dive into the JavaScript portion of the calculator. Thank you for watching. If you liked this tutorial and found it helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel.